And once that's done, they will pass that information. All right, we're live. All right. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Sky Five here. It's 4:34 here on Tuesday afternoon, and unfortunately, this is one of those stories that is very difficult to tell, very difficult to report on. And this is the location where they have discovered, where they have found the remains of who they believe to be the little girl from Cyril that went missing around Christmas. And recently we've learned that it was actually the father of the little girl that killed her on Christmas, and then have told authorities that, or told his wife, the little girl's mother, that he took her out here and he buried her. And this, we believe, is the site that you can see. It's kind of confirmation here with all of the investigators on the ground taking a look at this site. We believe that down there in the trees, you can see where Michael Armstrong has the camera. Down there in the trees is where the location is. And um, but these are three in the shot. You're seeing three of the many vehicles that are on the scene here. There are at least 8 vehicles at this location. There's four right here where the little girl is, and then a few other vehicles over to another part of the area. And I may have misspoken, saying that it was the father that did it. We've been saying caregiver, so we're gonna say that. But there's that other vehicle that you see there at this location. We believe these are investigative vehicles for Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation and other law enforcement for this area. But a very sad day for everyone involved, everyone that has had so much hope over the past few days after she was reported missing. And the way that she was reported missing was just a few days ago. It When was that, Michael? Do you remember? Was that last Friday? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it really raises suspicion as to what was, where was the 5-year-old girl during that time from Christmas until last Friday. That was quite a few days. But I'm sure all of the truth will come out as this investigation moves forward. But you can see investigators now moving back into the trees. Um, there, yeah, we believe that they have already removed the remains, and now they're just kind of combing the area looking for evidence. Now, the uh, the one individual, they already have information about exactly what happened and about who actually killed this little girl, but they're still going to treat this like a crime scene, and look at all the information, and get all of the evidence, and so that they can build the strongest case they can. But you can see them kind of looking at an area right in there And that's kind of where we believe, that's where we were looking, Michael, wouldn't it? Yeah. And right. Is your microphone up, Michael? Okay.
Turn it up.
All right. So what Michael was saying was Michael's going to maintain, as far as operating the camera, we're going to maintain some sensitivity as far as not zooming in, not getting too close to the site, to the scene, because I mean uh, it's something that is very, very sensitive and a very somber and sad situation out here. This, to give you an idea where we are, we're kind of we're north of Rush Springs. Rush Springs is oh 4.5 miles south of us right now, and this is land that belongs to the caregiver and his wife. Now the girl, she was the mother of the child, right?
They were both caregivers, and
Okay.
she has confessed. She confessed to what happened.
Yeah.
That's how they know so much. They are family members of the little girl, is my understanding. Chase, they
Yeah.
are family members. They're just not the biological parents.
Gotcha.
But the 5-year-old did call um, the male caregiver did call him dad and
Yeah.
uncle both.
Oh wow.
That was in the affidavit. That's not like private information. That's in the affidavit, so, or in the probable cause, I believe.
Gotcha. All right. So I mean, the station definitely has a whole lot of information about this, and we have been reporting on it. So if you do get a chance to watch KOCO5 News, we still have the 4 o'clock show that's got about another 19 minutes remaining. Then we'll go right into the 5 o'clock show that goes until 5:30. And during all of our shows this evening, we're going to be passing along all the information that we've been able to gather over the past few, not just days, but hours and minutes. The story has been developing today as we have discovered more and more about actually what happened, where the body was taken, which was right here in this location. We believe, we're not the, and we say that because they're taking the remains of this, of a little girl to the coroner's office just to do a positive identification, just to make sure that it actually is her. But this is where, say that again. Two minutes away, Roger.
They are leaving the site now. Investigators are.
Yeah. So you see investigators pulling out from where the site was. That's just kind of leading me to believe that, I mean, they have already removed the remains from the site, and they are now taking her away. And they will go from here to the coroner's office to do a positive ID of the remains. And then once that's done, they will pass that information along to us, of course. But you can kind of get an idea of all the vehicles that were out there. That might be, there's no telling what vehicle she's in, but she's more than likely in one of these 4 vehicles that are leaving the site right now. I would almost, guess that she's in one of the lead vehicles that's making its way out of the field right now.
Should I go to the site now that we know that her remains are gone, or no?
Okay. Well, so since everyone's leaving here, we're going to go ahead and our shot's hot, and you're twisting it.
Yeah, I'm actually not, but
Oh, okay. Okay, so Abigail Ogle's talking about that they're not confirming that this is her. They're going to make sure that it's confirmed before we are able to report that. But you can see that they have started to leave the scene. A lot of the vehicles leaving now. Still hot.
You okay with the wide shot right now?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
We're still live on air.
Copy that.
Okay, so before we take our shot down on social media, we're gonna just kind of zoom in and show you kind of where the location was, where we believed the remains were found. They were over here in these trees, and right down in there, I think it's right there in the bottom left of your shot there, Michael. And once we zoom in, we'll be able to see where that site was. It's down a little bit more.
Oh, I was thinking it was up in the.
I think it's right in there. So we believe this is the site where the remains were placed and where the remains were discovered just a little while ago. You can see that disturbed earth there in the top left of your shot, and that's where the investigators were when we first got on scene. So kind of some closure now to a story that has been developing over the past few days, and not the outcome that anybody wanted. But now that we know the truth and we know what happened, it can kind of begin to create some closure for so many out there, especially all the friends and family that knew the little girl and were so worried and scared about what happened. Our worst fears have been imagined. But all we can do now is just pray for the family, pray for the friends that are going to be in mourning for the next few days and for a lot of time to come. But we do appreciate you joining us on all of the platforms. We are on Facebook Live, YouTube, and the KOCO mobile app, and on Twitter. And I've got Michael Armstrong with me here in Sky 5. And just make sure you set your notifications so you get alerts whenever we do have breaking news like this. And, it's not always a bad news story or something like this. There's some other things that we report also that you'll definitely want information about when they do happen. But stay tuned to KOCO 5 News throughout this evening and the days to come as we continue to bring more information about what happened here in South Oklahoma. This is south of Oklahoma City, around Rush Springs and around the Sorrel area. But on behalf of Michael Armstrong, I'm Chase Rowley here in Sky 5, and we will talk to you guys later.
All right. I'm sorry, guys, to jump in like this. I just wanted to share that with you. It's absolutely disgusting. I am so pissed. Let's go through a little bit of the day. I have another clip that might catch us up. Might catch us up. It turns out that on Thursday, when TikTok got arrested, Alicia, that she told them that Ivan murdered Athena on Christmas. Took her and buried her. This was on the 12th. Okay, on the 14th, over the weekend, they had the Oklahoma State Troopers at a pond in Grady County. So today, when I heard all this, I said, well, she's not telling the whole story, or else why would they be going through the pond? I don't know. I don't know what the pond was all about. I really don't. The details of the murder are horrendous. We're going to go through a little bit of it tonight, and then we have another live tomorrow. She is disgusting. Please do not forget. Now, like I said, when you're out and about on Al Gore's internet, you have to watch everywhere you step. It's a landmine. People are already saying Alicia is a victim. She's a victim. I'm telling you, you're not even going to believe what's going on. She is a victim. So when this was going on at the motel in Moore, Oklahoma, let me look at my calendar. Dadgummit, hang on. This would be the weekend of the 6th, 7th, and 8th. What's on the screen when they were at the motel in Moore, Oklahoma? She knew Athena had been murdered. She knew Athena had been buried. And she was getting her groove on at the motel. She also knew Adina had been left to fend for herself. She also knew that the man that murdered Athena has her 4 children and was en route to Arizona. En route to Arizona. But I'm supposed to sympathize with her. It's scary out there, guys. You're in good hands here, I promise. You're in good hands here. But it's scary out there. The lack of empathy for these children and the people that want to coddle the ones that did them wrong, I just can't. I just cannot. I cannot. Real quick, I'm going to run through a who's who. Up in the upper left-hand corner, that is Ivan, who Adina called daddy sometimes and called him uncle sometimes. In the orange suit, that's Alicia. We call her TikTok. She's the aunt. Adina called her aunt sometimes. She called her mom sometimes. Right upper corner, that's Penny, paternal grandmother, who had been estranged from the grandkids. I haven't even heard that story. She said it's personal. She said it's personal, guys. Right below her is Shelly. That is the maternal grandmother. Shelly is the mom to the 2 women that abandoned Adina and Athena. Her daughter Jasmine is the biological mother to Adina and Athena. She has pawned these girls off on family member after family member up until Adina stopped it. Her other daughter is up in the orange suit. She's the one that witnessed the murder and went to the motel and met a guy. While she was posting about her magical weekend and how wonderful it is and how she's going to make 2023 hers, Shelly, in the bottom right-hand corner, was putting up little heart emojis. You deserve it. Nothing but the best for you. Where was your granddaughters? Where were your granddaughters? Did you think to ask? Did you think Ivan took them with him to Arizona? Of course, little Athena, she's presumably that's whose remains they found. It's exactly where Alyssa said they would be. Wes, right there, I don't know his story yet. I don't know his story, just that he's in the military. I don't know his story. Jasmine, I know a little bit of hers. I have no excuses, no love, no empathy. I have nothing for any of these people. None. Even the gentleman, I say that lightly, wearing the Marines fatigues. None. I got none for him. None. 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 Now, I looked on ODCR, which is Oklahoma State. That's where you can see, let me pull it up. That's where you can see charges and stuff. Let me see. You'll probably hear a lot of this tomorrow as well. Okay, so right now they still have her at child neglect. They haven't put on any not reporting a crime. Whatever the fancy words are for it. Right now, it's just child neglect and child neglect. That's all. They haven't put anything else on her. They will, though. They will. They're not going to cut her any deals. Attorney Albert Hoke out of Oklahoma City. DA Jason Hicks. Judge David Stevens. Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. Some people have been asking about that. They said, why is the OSBI in charge of this? Because when things started shaking down last Thursday, when all of this started coming to a head, the local authorities in Cyril, Oklahoma, had the OSBI take it over. A lot of people ask about that in the Summer Wells case. TBI cannot take a case from the locals. They can work it for them. They can set up shop. They can do all that, but they can't just totally take it from them. They do that here, okay? So anyway, Oklahoma State Bureau, they're the lead investigative agency in this. So today, file entered, record information, DA revolving fund, all that good stuff. Let's see. All right, the affidavit isn't on here, but they put it in the newspaper. Application for order to stop prejudicial pretrial publicity. They're always going to throw that in there. Popper's affidavit application for court-appointed counsel, because obviously her date at the no-tell motel didn't go too well because her boyfriend Bladen isn't going to get her an attorney. Hell, he's got his own kids and wife to take care of. It gets better and better around here. He's got his own wife and kids to take care of. But he's done with her. He ditched her like a bad habit. He is done with her. Done. He had a tweet out there saying that he's cooperating with the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation. He said they have cleared him. He was in no way, shape, or form aware that that Adina was home by herself. That Athena was no longer living. Nana Banana says wife and kids, they got divorced in October. Then they were working it out again. Then they split the sheets. You know the song and dance, Nana. Kat, what are you doing giving super stickers on your birthday? Kat said, I'm so mad, but thank you for bringing truth for Athena and Adina. Adina's the hero here. Had Adina not gotten the attention of the mail carrier, nobody would be any the wiser. Nobody was looking for Athena. Nobody was looking for her at all. Nobody was looking for her. Let me put up a snippet of the statement. Hang on. I will. Well, I said I was going to. I got to find it. I wasn't prepared for this. I'll hum while I'm doing this. All right, there it is. Sorry that I'm not better prepared. All right, so on the screen is a rough draft. This is what's reported. This is what TikTok told the OSBI the other day. And it goes something like this. Let me blow it up so I can read it. On January 10th, 2023, 5-year-old, it says AA, which is Adina, was located wandering near her residence, Nebraska Avenue, Cyril, Caddo County, Oklahoma, by the mail person, Macy Turner. Turner called the local police, and Cyril Police Chief Garrett Rainey responded. Adina was forensically interviewed and disclosed that she had been home alone and she's tired of being alone. Rainey received a call from one of the caretakers of Adina. Now, I would love to know how this went down. They're forensically interviewing Adina, and then he gets a call from Alicia. Thank you, Dina, for your super sticker. Thank you so much. I can't wait for all this to come out. Rainey received a call from one of the caretakers of Adina, Alicia Adams, who asked where Adina's 4-year-old sister, Athena, was located. So she's like, oh, thank goodness you have Adina. I don't know what happened. Did you happen to have Athena too? So she's trying to play dumb. So they're thinking, oh, well, we have a child to find. But we know better than that. At that moment, it was learned that Athena was missing. Adina reported she called Alicia mom and Allie, and called Alicia's husband Ivan, dad and Uncle Ivan. Athena and Adina's biological mother, Jasmine Brownfield, left them in the care of Alicia and Ivan approximately 1.5 to 2 years earlier. Alicia and Ivan never took Adina and Athena to the doctor for checkups and did not enroll them into school. And even without Jasmine, they still could have put them in school. They would have been safer in school. They would have figured out what was going on when they were in there. Review of phone records for Alicia and Ivan did not match with what they reported to Flores. On December 26, between 4:15 and 5:30 hours, Ivan's phone records show his phone leaving 225 West Nebraska and traveling to near Rush Springs, Oklahoma. Alicia and Ivan had a previous residence located in the Rush Springs, Oklahoma area. On January 12th, Flores re-interviewed Alicia and read her the Miranda warning, to which she waived. Alicia confessed that on December 25th, I'm going to turn my phone down, that on December 25th, Christmas Day, around midnight that night, Ivan beat Athena and held her up by her arms. Athena was not moving and her eyes were barely open. He then laid her on the ground and punched her at least 3 more times in the chest. Athena never moved after that. This occurred at their residence at 225 West Nebraska. Ivan then left around 1 a.m. on December 26th with Athena. When he arrived back, he told Alicia that he had buried her near a fence line that was next to their old residence in Rush Springs. He informed her that he placed a large broken branch over the burial site. Then it says, due to these circumstances, we believe Ivan Adams committed first-degree murder. I'd say so. I'd say so. I'd say so. Yes, December 26th. Brandy Neal. Welcome, welcome, Brandy. Brandy says, please let me have a moment with them. Brandy Neal's in the chat. Let's give a big hug to Brandy Neal, that's constantly fighting the good fight. Always trying to get justice for her son as well. This is disgusting. Okay, so this is on December 26th. He buries Athena. Trying to do some math here, some rough math. Okay, the 26th was on a Monday. It was reported that between, well, that Monday and when it broke on the news that Athena was missing, Alicia had told Ivan that she wants a divorce. He takes their 4 children to Arizona. Why would Alicia let him take their 4 children to Arizona and not say anything about it? She, in turn, hooks up with Braden, and they go to the hotel. They go to the hotel. They also went to Warren Theaters in Moore, Oklahoma. She said it was the best weekend. She said 2023 is going to be my year. 2022 was kind of rough on her, she said. She said she's on to bigger and better things now. She said she's leaving the past behind her. It doesn't work that way. Why did she not tell the authorities what Ivan did? Why did she let him bury Athena like she's a dead animal? She said nothing. She told him she wants a divorce. He took the kids. She moved on with Bladen. Well, she thought she did. He's already said he's been duped. He's done with her ass. Court K, thank you for the super sticker. Said, oh my God, I'm a little behind, but I'm just sick. Why did she leave all the other kids with him? And how could anyone hurt her? How could anyone hurt Athena? How could her aunt, Alicia, not immediately call 911 and get all the children away from him? I think she plays a much bigger part in this, guys, than what she's saying. That's why. That's why she was okay with him getting the hell out of the state with their kids. I think when they get on with their investigation, they're going to realize she did a lot more than go to the Warren Theaters and have the best weekend. There's no reason in the world that she would not call 911 and protect herself and her own children. This is disgusting, guys. Snazzy said exactly, a much bigger part. Jinbug said, yep, why? Because she's involved. What other reason would you keep this quiet and not report a death? Why? Why would you not report a death? You just witnessed this horrific murder. You're describing it in your interrogation. Why would you not report it? Why? How did you even get through this weekend of unbridled passion knowing you had witnessed this? She's involved. She's got to be. And I know some people are like, you can't accuse people. You can't accuse people. Look, she looks good in orange. That's what I'm going to say. She's a psychopath. Leo, why would you leave your kids with a murderer? She still hung around the house for several days. She didn't tell him she wanted a divorce for several days later. Left the 4 kids and Adina there. At one time, I thought it was Adina and Athena that got left there. Nope, just Adina. I don't know if she went to Bladen's house. I don't know if she got a room at the hotel. I don't know if she went and stayed with her mom. I don't know if she stayed with a friend, but she did not take her kids. Now, when asked why she made such an insane decision, she's going to say because she feared for her life because of what she saw Ivan do to Athena. Not going to work. Not going to work. This is the real reason, Bernsey. You're exactly right, Bernsey. It would interrupt her plans of TikToking and running around. She wasn't about to get in the way of the best weekend of her life in Moore, Oklahoma, at the hotel and the theater. No way. Not her. Her mom's egging her on, knowing she has 4 children to take care of, that her husband's on the way to Arizona with them. And she's telling her, you deserve it. You deserve all the best things in life, putting all those kissy face emojis on there. What about her kids, Shelly? Hey, yeah, I get it. You split the sheets. Sure, you move on. Everybody deserves happiness. But you talk about jumping out of the frying pan into the damn fire. Biomom is culpable. I agree, Christina. I agree. Like I said, watch it outside of this room, though. You're going to hear a lot of people say, well, she did what all mothers are told to do. If you can't handle your children, you reach out for help. Seems to me that she did a little more than that. Thank you, Leah. My mom would too. My mom would too. I know people say don't beat your kids. I can tell you right now, if I pulled that shit, my mom would beat me within an inch of my life. She had a saying, I'll slap you down, scrape you up, and slap you back down again. She freaking meant it too. These people are disgusting. Disgusting. Not saying that I would have stuck around with Ivan. Nope. Not saying that she should have called the local Baptist minister and checked into marriage counseling. I'm not saying that at all. She should have called 911, had him arrested that night. Joe said, I hope her sister is safe. She is in protective custody with the state of Oklahoma. That Ellen said, how old are TikTok's kids do we know? 8 and under. 8 and under. And if I'm being told correctly, they are with the state of Arizona. All of these selfish, depraved decisions have affected these babies so greatly. You're exactly right, Jeannie. Thank you for the super sticker. Children need to be protected. You can't protect them when you leave them behind with a murderer. Keep your dirty little secret, thinking nobody was ever going to miss Athena. Think about how disgusting that is. Nobody will ever miss her. It's like Harmony Montgomery. Nobody will ever miss her. Amy Terry said she did it, took his phone, buried her, framed him, and then she sang like a canary. He may have left before. Even BK turned his phone off in Idaho. I'm telling you, Amy, a lot of people are saying that they think she has hung him up with this and that he did not do it. I wouldn't be surprised. He was, and thank you for the super sticker. Thank you, hun. When he was talking to the judge in Arizona, his exact words were, he's waiving extradition. He said, get me back to Oklahoma. He said, I got to clear all this up. I got to clear all this up. We'll see. They have a lot of investigating to do. A lot. It's disgusting. Marco said they have time to do the sexy talk. Yeah, they can do all the sexy talk, right? They can send all the selfies, they can send all the nudes, but you can't dial a 9, a 1, and a 1 to report a murder. You can do all that. You could make a TikTok. They're going to pay for this. Oklahoma basically executes one prisoner a month. One prisoner a month. I think it was in April of 2022. They said they were bringing back the firing squad. So, Ivan, if you did this, you're going to meet your maker. Alicia, don't think because you're a woman, you're not going to meet your maker. I'm only bringing that up because several people have asked me, does Oklahoma have the death penalty? They only do a couple things right in this state, the death penalty in football. Other than that, I don't have much for you. It's disgusting. Well, guys, I'm sorry I jumped in here like this and hit you guys with all of this on a Tuesday night. I've been so pissed about this all day long. All day long. Harley said if he didn't do this, why take off with his 5 kids and leave behind a 5-year-old innocent baby girl? Good point. Good point. There's a lot that's going to have to come out. He took his kids to Arizona. He left Adina behind. Why did Alicia not call 911? I think she's a lot deeper in this than what she's saying. We're going to have quite a story coming out of these two. Quite a story. We have 2 shows tomorrow. We're going to do a deep dive. I love when people say that. I'm doing a real deep dive on this one. We're doing a deep dive tomorrow, guys, about Athena. We're going to go through all of it up until tomorrow because more things are going to come out overnight. I know it. So we're going to do deep dive, like they say, on Athena tomorrow morning. And then we have a case update on little Quentin Simon tomorrow afternoon. We had Brandy Neal in chat tonight. Always, always, always. Please keep the family of Monkey Vaughn in your prayers. Always. Write yourself a note. Tie a string around your finger. Always. All right, guys. I'm wrapping it up. I'll put the link up tomorrow. So start writing down everything that we're going to flip out about tomorrow. Because I'm pretty pissed about this. This picture on the screen, this montage of toxicity. This montage of toxicity on the screen, all except for Athena. All on my shit list. Every damn one of them. But we're going to talk about it tomorrow when we do our deep dive. Love you too, Carol. You guys are the best. Thank you for the super stickers. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for just jumping in here and being so supportive. Like I said, be careful treading around out there. There's people that are saying Alicia's a victim. There's people saying Jasmine's a victim. You didn't hear it from me. You're going to see it yourself. You guys are the absolute best. See you back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.